this in a while. So,
And the
hi,
stream is
everybody.
live. What we haven't
Yeah.
done in a while.
No, we haven't done this for quite a while. So, welcome everybody. Welcome to the show, and welcome to Nancy Jean from Nancy Jean's Garden. I'm
Mm-hmm.
thrilled to have her here, and some of you know that she works in the garden. It is a divination tool that she came up with. Well, was
Mm-hmm.
guided to, put together,
Yes.
along with her beautiful sacred
Crystal,
geometry.
right,
Um,
good crystal grids.
Crystal grids. They're just wonderful.
Hi,
So,
3 shifting veils. Yes, I
yeah,
have your garden all together, every grid together. I have not stuck all the pieces down, but they will be there.
awesome. 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 So, hi, Lottie. Hi, Anna. Hi, Debbie and Nancy. It's great to see you here. And some of you already know what we're doing because I've had some other people on to do this with me. But we are going to be doing a, a reading from your future self. So,
Mm-hmm.
you could even say it could be your higher self, but
Mm-hmm.
so what you need to do, and I'm going to put it in the banner, is put in hashtag future to be entered into the drawing. And I put it up the top there for you. And we're going to use the giveaway tool. And it depends on how many people show up today. We may have no problem getting all of you done. It just depends. Hi, Teresa Hadarian. Hi, Terry Mullins. Hi, Jax. It's good to see you. Rose Flowers here. Joe Leshumsky.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, thanks everybody for being here.
I'm
Nancy
gonna
and
meet
I
Terry.
are,
I'm gonna meet Terry on Friday, I believe.
oh, you are? Oh,
Yeah,
good.
she
Yeah.
won a reading from me. We're gonna do 6 months.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's wonderful. Hi, CJ and Katz. So go ahead and put that in and we will draw some. But basically, I just want to tell you about messages from your future. They're symbolic messages through divination, like oracle cards, Nancy's Garden, if she wants to do it that way, numerology, guided meditation. And so, what we're going to be doing is we're going to use our intuition and the divination tools as the language for the soul. And we're asking you to ask yourself, if you could ask yourself something now, what wisdom would you share? Because it's always nice to have a plan. If you have
Right.
something that you want to do, you don't want to wait 5 years and say, well, I should have done that 5 years ago.
Right.
So yeah. So we're going to do that. Hi, artist Liz. In the meantime, I want Nancy to tell you a little bit about what she is up to, any classes that she might have or things that might be going on
Right.
with her.
What right now I have, if you go to my website, and I can't show it to you, it's www.crystaldirections.com. You can go in the shop, and I'm doing 6 months reading from July through December. And I tell you what, those readings are sometimes there. Thank you for posting it,
Mm-hmm.
Aley.
Yeah.
Those readings, I tape them, I video them for you, so you can kind of go in and go, when you hit September, go, what did she say about September? You can whiz through, and those readings in particular, people said, I didn't understand what you were saying about July, and then July got here, and whoa,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
that
Don't
wasn't,
discount it. Yeah.
yeah, and
Wow.
so and or I do 6 months now, and in December, I do January to December of the following year,
Uh-huh.
and sometimes I have a whole lot of people clam on because they feel good about things. This
Mhm.
last 6 months we've just been through, I don't blame anyone for not wanting to get a reading.
We want more bad news? No. Yeah.
No, and so many people see it as bad news. And
Yeah.
but today I got a phone call that woke me up this morning, and she said, "Hi, you don't remember me, but you read my cards 10 years ago."
Oh, wow.
And she said, "I called the bar. Where you were working at the time, the wine bar. They gave me your phone number. Are you still reading?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Well, she's just recently moved back in the Dallas area, and she and 7 or 8 of her girlfriends are getting together. So I'm going to go do a live party for
Oh,
them."
yay. Oh,
And
good. Yeah.
and she said, "I can't tell you. I walked out of that bar that night saying, 'Man, is that lady a pile of BS? That's not going to happen to me.'" And she said, And I just watched the last 10 years, and you sort of petered out after I'd had a child, things would change again. She said, he's almost 2 years old, and I need to know what's happening next. I mean,
Oh,
and I said, was it really? And she said, honest to God, she said, and I kept telling people, I don't, if somebody said, well, I can find us a reader. And she said, I'm going to see if I can find that reader.
yeah.
So
Yeah. That's
we're
awesome.
not always that on,
Hmm.
but
True.
sometimes you are at a point, and to tell you the truth, all of us right now are at a point
We are.
where if we open ourselves up to envisioning the better self, we're going
Hmm.
to do okay.
Yeah. I agree with you. I
And
totally do.
that's
Hmm.
basically, I can cut to my garden now and show them the garden, because
Yeah.
we
There you
rolled
go.
this before you got here, guys.
So, Sandra, we're only reading messages from your future self today as a general message. And so put in hashtag future to be included in the drawing and see if you win the drawing. Okay, Nancy,
Okay.
go ahead. Yeah.
So what this is this is the garden, and all of these outer spaces, for the most part, are chakras. And stones don't often fall in the chakras, because that's a real shift of energy. Although
Hmm.
I do weekly readings with Jeffrey, you can find them if you go to Nancy Jean's Garden and sign up. They show up every Friday
Hmm.
at midnight, and it's your next week. And Jeffrey reads cards, and I read the garden, and it's really interesting to see what we see. And all of a sudden, our readings got very optimistic, and he was like, "Are we reading this right?" So anyway,
Thank
what we've got
Yeah.
here is, but at the
Uh-huh.
very center of the garden are our four elements: fire, water, air, and earth.
Hmm.
And what happened is, when I saw the garden, I was told to use these stones. Fusite is body, uh, calcite is mind, amethyst is spirit. What else could be spirit but amethyst, right?
Right. Right.
Pyrite is grounding,
Hmm.
and I'm blanking. Sodalite. And I
Ah.
know you all are saying that's not a sodalite. Sodalites are shiny and blue. You only throw rough stones on the garden,
Oh,
because
right. It's not tumbled. Yeah.
if you threw
Mhm.
slick stones, they'd be all over the
Yeah,
place.
they'd be gone. They'd
So I
sail right
pull
off.
these,
Yeah.
and I'm going to start at the middle, because this is the foundation of what we're working from. And our
Okay.
clarity is between water and fire. And fire is ancestral
Hmm.
thoughts, and water is what's leaving us, what's moving on.
Hmm.
And this interprets as, you have many paths ahead of you. The correct one will appear in the very near future. And it also says, you have all the clarity you need to be able to move on and to
Hmm.
resolve your situation. So this is kind of a reading for this whole collective. Now,
Yeah.
then our body, which is, it really is your physical self. It's the heart in your physical body. It's you physically here. Our body is an air, and it says, ground your thoughts, ground your thinking. That's what's going to help you get through. Then our our grounding element, pyrite, is sitting in false. And what it says, when you're at this point, your values need to be reconsidered. So you're holding on to stuff that's false, and that goes along with this clearing your mind, getting your thoughts together. Then we have these two cards, and this is a space. It's called present. And often stones don't fall often in the present or the future. And I thought this was kind
Hmm.
of interesting, because looking at our future self, what's going on with our little present self? Our little present self in spirit, spiritual changes are happening right now.
Yep.
And that goes along with the mind, which says values are being purified right now. So when
Hmm.
you start thinking about your future self, realize that in formulating how you think about this future, it's telling us that collectively we're all getting ready to really be clarified and to move forward.
Wow. That
So,
really is well aligned with the idea of doing this type of
I
show. So
know
I'm thrilled.
it,
Yeah.
it amazes
That's
me.
that's
It just amazes me.
wonderful. Yeah, yeah. Spirit is, it's talking in real time and it's manifesting in real time.
Right.
And we got to be really careful what we think and say. We got to say the good things and not
Mm-hmm.
so much bad. But so I just want you to know both Nancy Jean and I have memberships, and you can find that information on our channels and probably on also on our websites, I'm
And
sure.
it hasn't shown up on my membership, but if you're a
Mhm.
member of my community, I give you a free reading on your birthday.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. I
So,
love that.
if you go run right over. And the people who've been members said, she didn't tell that. I rearranged a whole lot of stuff this week. I
Good.
also, as part of my membership, I'm going to create a book club when I find a set of books that I think really answer for me questions. And I've just found 2 series where the women are in middle age. They're 30, 40 years old, or 40 or better. There's a whole group that's 40 or better.
Uh-huh.
And they're going through the shifts of becoming aware of who they are spiritually
Yeah.
and meeting their guides and finding out about it. And it's really interesting because when I'm reading these stories, I'm hearing so much of what I hear from people about, but I don't want to do that. I got, that scares me shitless. I don't want to do
Uh-huh.
that. So,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I'm going to do a book club with 2 books that I think really give you a very positive direction.
It does. It does give you. She's explained it to me. It sounds wonderful. I just want you to know I put in both Nancy Jean and my website. I'm also doing Akashic Records readings, Oracle readings
Mm-hmm.
by appointment, and I'm doing 2 classes. One is already undergoing, but I'm going to be doing an ancestral healing class starting on July 12th on
Mm-hmm.
4 Sundays. So I just want you guys to know if you're interested, check out the website. Anyway.
That's right.
Hi, Garnet. Hi, everybody who's just come in and oh, I love that magical mermaid. It would be nice if we settled this diplomacy through something other than nasty tweets and nasty. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to pull 4 names. Please let us know you're here. And then once we do those readings, we'll pull 4 more. So Lisa -I is, I think you just walked in, Lisa. So, all right. Now, where did the thing go? This is
Yeah,
weird.
she's here.
Okay.
She's here.
Let me reset this. All right. I got to draw again. All right. Thank you for letting me know, Nancy Jean. All right. Rose Flower, you're next.
Very good.
And 2 more. Just easier than going back and forth every few minutes. All right. Lottie. All right. The beautiful pianist. All right. And Sue's Whimsy. Let us know you're here, everybody. And we're going to get back to this staged area and pull some cards. All right. So Nancy Jean and I will pull some. So let's see.
I'm going to probably read with cards, not with the garden, because
A
it's
little complicated. Yeah.
it's well, for those who own gardens, I am going to start a garden class again.
Mm-hmm.
But I really have to get my head together.
Well, I get that. All right. Lisa. I got Lottie. And I have Rose Flower.
Mm-hmm.
And Sue's Whimsy. Are you here? Lisa, these are just messages from your future dear. Okay. So,
And maybe that person won't be there, or maybe they will. Who knows?
yeah, that's true. That's
The
very true.
shadow knows.
Mm-hmm. You can go ahead and go if you're ready, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Who are we doing?
We are
Lisa.
doing Lisa.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll put that up there for you.
Okay. It helps me because
Oh, I know. Yeah. Yeah. We got to know who we're doing it for. That's why I want people to tell me they're here. I don't want to do it for somebody that isn't here either.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna do 2 rows. One is you right now, and one is your future being. You right now. And this is going to be your future being. You got some changes coming, girl.
Mm.
Well, overall, both those, okay, right now, that's the 3 swords in this deck. And you are learning how to protect and take care of your own heart. This person's not a bad guy, but he's kind of out for himself, and he kind of wants to carry things where he wants to carry them. Your best view of life is to look forward, but to look forward realistically. This is 7 of Cups. Don't do it from illusion, because you are still very, very, very young. Spirit wise, you're very, very young. Now, where does the spirit see you being in the future? 8 of Wands. Girl, you're going to be moving like a fire. You just fly through the world. And
yeah, she says she's 25. Yeah, okay.
You're going to be, things are going to come to you in a tower situation, but you know what happens with the tower? Everybody's, oh, I don't want them. Well, what happens is it strips away all the stuff you don't need. And then this is weird, because the next card in the major arcana is the Star. Once you go through these tower moments, you are going to become who you should really become. And then the word of warning, you've got 2 4s. 4s is in numerology is to build a strong base. So you need to take the time and make decisions about what cup you ask for. And if you do that, then you can build a peaceful home for yourself, a peaceful one. So this has been necessary for you to understand how young you really are. And in the future, I see you. I don't know too many people that wouldn't want that reading. And I know people go, oh my God, the tower. The tower is a positive. The tower is how we learn.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
thank you.
Aley?
Yeah. Yeah. So I have the first card I have is insight. And I love this because Nancy Jean just gave you some insight. And of course, insight means we look inside and make the choices that we want, not what the outside is influencing us on. And it's so interesting that you got the tower, because this almost looks like a tower right here.
It does.
And it says fear. But like Nancy Jean says, it brings you what you need to know to move forward. So this is why I like doing cards with other people, because we get similar messages most of the time. Yeah. The next card is called The Flame That Knows Your Name. Protection, recognition. Some lights rise simply because they remember you. So you've been here before. You've been had previous lifetimes. And I love the flame that knows your name. It means we really do know thyself. And that's what's over the message at the Oracle of Delphi, know thyself. And so there's one. The last one I get is give up on the previous plan and release old patterns, embrace change, and clear the way forward. So all of that is very similar to what Nancy Jean got for you. And yes, I do believe being young has its perks, but it's really difficult sometimes because we're thrown into things that we're not ready for, or that seem to be bad, but they really are for our best good. Yeah. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much. All right. Anybody that came in, please put in #future if you want to be in the next drawing. And we will pull some cards for you. We have Rose Flower next. All right.
Okay.
And Sue's Whimsy, are you here? Because you were pulled, but I didn't see you say you were here. So, Artist Liz just joined your
yeah, she's good. Okay, I'm going to shuffle over on the table next to me, because shuffling on my garden is a little tough. It moves.
I get it.
It migrates.
Uh-huh.
And we're doing Rose Flower. This is the time of year I always think about roses, because my mother she was a brilliant gardener, and I thought all people lived in a house where people just got out and walked around your backyard looking at the flowers. I thought, those were so magnificent. And so this
Uh-huh.
time of year, when I see roses and I think of my mom
Hmm.
and her garden, and I so desperately wanted to grow herbs and vegetables. And
Yeah.
I'd sneak a tomato plant in some corner and I'd find it ripped out. I mean, that woman had no patience.
Oh my goodness.
She grew up on a farm and she did her best to get off the farm. So,
Hmm.
and I was her little reminder. You were there
Yeah.
once. Okay. We're going to use the same way, Rose Flower. This is where you are today. Oh, no wonder you're asking these questions.
Mm.
Oh, you've got a lot of stuff going for you, but you're worried about it. And this is your future. This is where you'll be in the future. Okay. Now, you're really at a point in your life where a lot of things have ended, a lot of changes have happened, and you realize those doors are closing behind you. But this is a card, this can be the Hierophant. This is a card of faith. And it's a major arcana. And it's saying you're just a little bit afraid of what's coming up. You've been burnt in the past by false messages. And so you want to know what's right. But girl, if you just listen to your own head, look what you got. You got the sun. No matter what happens, you've carried the sun with you. But you have the sun, which is the brightest card. You also have the Nine of Swords, which is the worst card in the deck, I think. That's the one
Hmm.
where you wake up in the middle of the night and you
Yeah.
go, "Oh my God, oh my God." You know,
Yeah.
I'm this, and that's, you shouldn't be, because what it's going to lead to, if you don't break out of this pattern of being caught between these two things, this is what your future self is telling you. You'll always be locked behind the Two of Swords, not able to make a decision. You'll always
Hmm.
be looking back and saying, should I have chosen the other thing? And really, you're the Queen of Swords. If you just trust your own basic instincts, you will thrive.
Hmm.
And it won't be in the world you thought it would be. You won't be in the um, outer world you thought you would thrive in.
Hmm.
But a lot of it is, you think you have to work really hard, you have to plant a lot of crops, you have to, it just comes to you. When you're the Queen of Swords, it just comes to you instinctively. So your future self says, if you can change these cards, if you can focus on the sun and ditch the Nine of Swords, then these two cards go away. And
Hmm.
then you just become the Queen of Swords and you move ahead, even if it's not in the way, even if it's not the way you thought you should, because you have all the skills and abilities. So what you got?
Wow. Yeah. You got all that nailed down. And so trust it. That's important.
Mm-hmm.
So your future self is saying sometimes we have to be vulnerable. We don't want to be because it seems like weakness, but sometimes we need other people to care for us, to listen to help us along the way. So they're saying make sure that you have just a balance of vulnerability and the ability to let someone else help you as well. The next
Mm-hmm.
card I get is denial. That ain't just a river in Egypt, but it
Mm-hmm.
says you don't deny what it is that is good for you or what you're working with. And also, it's important when I get this card to say there is no small job. Any job, spiritually for sure, is very big because
Mm-hmm.
this is where we're all walking. A message comes through that says storms may bring passion, but not peace. So you have to find the peace within. So they're wanting you to remember that. And I got the promise card, which is wonderful. I don't know if you have a dog or not, or a cat. Maybe that animal is a companion animal of yours, but it says make sure that you formulate an emotional bond, or you do have an emotional bond, and connect with some kind of compassionate and loving person or animal, because there's a promise that they will be there for you as much as they can, depending, of course, upon circumstances in their lives. So thank you so much, Rose Flower. Appreciate
Mm-hmm.
you. All right.
So who's next?
Lottie's next, and then Sue's Whimsy is after that.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for letting me know you're here, Suze.
Okay. I'm going to shuffle my cards over here and line up for Lottie.
Mhm. Yeah, you've got some of these cards that are new. One of them is called the Matriarch Oracle. That's the one
Oh,
with
that's really cool.
I know. It's really nice. Mother knows best, right, Nancy Jean?
A lot of them. I listened to an article today about a document that was found in Mesopotamia in 1927, and it got shipped off because they didn't understand it. And then this woman found it in 1971. She fully translated it because by then Sumerian had been, and it was about how the Anunnaki brought cats to the world and why they brought them. And they brought cats to know and understand and protect us from what they called the thinning, the spaces where energy gets too thin, and explain. And in the thing, it explains their whole behaviors. Well, this is all housed at the University of Pennsylvania, and they've been hiding this text. This woman, she could never get it published by a professional journal, even though they agreed, yeah, that's what it says. And it's all about how our cats protect us. So
that's fast. I love it when they find and translate
stuff.
These older pieces. Yeah.
This is now. Oh, you got beautiful things coming up. It's all positive down here. Okay. What it shows is that a lot of your early life in this life has been coming to terms with people, and you've had to surrender a lot of yourself to make them happy. Lottie, don't do that. That's led you to not building a firm foundation for yourself. That's Palace of Wands. This particular deck has 4 extra cards for each suit, and that means that you could get things going to a point, but then they wouldn't get beyond that. But you have so much personal strength, and you have so much in your spiritual bank to keep you going. But right now you're feeling as if very important pivotal decisions you've made about people isn't positive. Well, look what happens when you say, no, I'm going to focus on this. You got the sun. I love the sun. Look.
Oh, yeah.
What a hunk. And you are going to become the Queen of Wands, whereas opposed here, you've been locked from the palace. You are in the future, you can embolden yourself to become the Queen of Wands by making your own decisions, not listening, not playing the game, not going down the path everybody else told you to take, listening to your own game. And you're going to do it with such great temperance that it's going to be easy. And what you've got is the Knight of Swords reversed. It means you don't have to move quickly. You just do it. But that's a brilliant. I mean, you tie your strength up to your ability, to your strong. Oh, you've been psychic since you were teeny tiny, and everybody kept telling you no, you're not, and that they didn't. I hoping the first thing I heard from my guides is they beat it out of her. I hope they didn't. I hope they didn't physically beat you. But I think it was more of a psychological beating. But I think now you're in charge. You're large.
You're in charge.
You want large and in charge. Find that image and put it on your mirror and look at it.
That's beautiful. She said that's spot on. That's awesome. That's awesome. Sis Whimsy, we know you're here, but I think you're behind in the chat. And so you're not aware that I already know you're here. So you're fine. All right, Lottie. The first card I get for you is, I want to take this off so you can see the cards. You got the most beautiful rest. They want you to make sure you don't forget to rest. And look at her resting in beauty. And it says rest, self-care. I think they want you to remember to do that. And so that's something coming up. And you're walking through a new path, and you're coming to a new doorway here. So yes, something is going to be changing with even more with your psychic abilities. It says other people think it's an illusion, but you know it isn't because you've lived it. So there's that, the same as what Nancy said. Cleansing, cleanse your mind and spirit and remove negative energy. And Lottie does a lot of beautiful piano music excuse me, on her channel. And so that's a kind of cleansing as well. Music cleanses the soul. And finally, there are many doors that lead you to the place that you truly belong. And you can walk through any of them and be comfortable. So I think, yes, that you have endured some of the harder times in life and are working on moving forward into your own beauty and gifts. So thank you so much. Yeah.
I don't know
Um,
what happened, but I posted, "We see you, Suze," and it came out a blank.
oh,
I'm
really?
amazed. Okay. Don't
Okay.
tell me. We're on StreamYard.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So anyway, she is here. She's even if she's delayed, so we can go ahead and read her.
Yeah.
And then after we do that, we will make sure to pull some more people to read.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
Oh,
going to do
good.
you the same way, Suze. The first line is where you are right now. The
Uh-huh.
second line is going to be where you will be going to.
Okay.
Well, we're going to throw that one out because it's upside down and we don't want that.
Mary Ann, thank you for your donation to Nancy Jean's channel. That's wonderful.
Thank you, Marianne.
No, Julie M. It isn't just members. We are pulling names with the giveaway tool. And so we pulled 4 names. We'll be pulling again. So if you put in
Okay.
#future, okay?
Okay. What we see for Suze is you've been in some real topsy-turvy times. Welcome to the planet. But
Yeah.
you are putting in front of yourself. You've got your 8 of Cups lined up. And what I always tell people with the 8 of Cups right now, fill each cup with the thought of something you really want and then see which one glows. And that's the one you should be concentrating on. You're in the Palace of Coins. You're going to have some money come in. I think you've been waiting on it and it's been frustrating and blowing your head. But your out cards is the 8 of Wands. So it's going to come to you quickly. If you've been waiting on some money, it's going to show up quickly. Now, your future self, be careful with the money you get. And you won't find money every day. You're going to have a whole new beginning. A whole new beginning for yourself with the Ace of Wands here. Look at this is so triumphant and so happy.
Wow. Nice.
And then it is going to be the end of your 9 of Swords time. I don't think you'll ever go through anything as difficult as what you've gone through getting to here. And you're doing the 9 and the 10 at once, which means they're done.
Oh, good.
And what's good for you is you have a younger person around you. They've been in a negative space. You need to walk into this with all the positivity that you can. You don't have to work your butt into the ground to move ahead. It's just going to be there. Things will be coming to you because you understand the bad choices you've made and you're setting up good choices for yourself right now. So this young emotional person that you feel tied to, that person you need to get rid of, and they will watch you walk away from pain and anguish. So good for you, girl.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. So I got a beautiful card here. It's vitality. Look at this woman. She's walking I wish I was with her on the beach, and there she goes.
Right.
But looks like vitality is coming your way. Get out and walk if you need to. But at the same time, it sounds right with what Nancy Jean said you've been going through, and now things have ended, and now you're going to get your energy back. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to, though, have control over everything. It says you can only have control over what it is that you can do. Sometimes that doesn't work in some ways. So they want to remind you to think positively and try to make those manifestations positive ones that can be met easily. I have a message, a voice along the path. Intuition, invisible direction. You're guided not only by what you see, but what softly speaks within you. And I love this. This is asking you to listen to your intuition and trust it. A lot of us go, oh, did I make that up? I heard, oh, wow, look at that. I don't know what that means. Trust it, because that's building for you. The last card I have is a mantra for you. You are a magical being with the whole universe waiting to assist you.
That's right. Ace of
Yeah.
Wands sitting right there, girl.
Ace of Wands again. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful energy.
I had a client write me. Are you done, Allie?
Yeah, I am.
I had a
Yep.
client write me, and she's one of my people that I mentor, so she can talk to me whenever she wants.
Mm-hmm.
And she texted me and she said, how do you know? And this is a question I ask, in psychic profiles. I said, how do you know what's your intuition
Mm-hmm.
and what's your imagination? Both start
Yeah.
with I. And that's Linda Bishop. Yay!
Yay, Linda.
And I told her, you know what you know.
Yeah.
You question
Absolutely.
what you imagine.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Nancy
Nancy
V.
V. Ooh, another Nancy.
Yeah. I was looking at a list of old-fashioned names that nobody hears of anymore, for the most part. And Debbie
Nancy's
and
one of them.
Linda and yeah, Terry Mullins.
Good.
Please let
Terry
us know if you hear everybody. Linda Bishop, Terry Mullins, Nancy, and the last one for now is boop, 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 boop.
Say, shining light, truth.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Shining love, truth, light, truth.
Yes. Thank you
Okay.
so much, everybody.
And who are we starting with?
Terry's here. Let's see. Linda Bishop, are you here? Maybe you already put it in there. Oops. Oh, I don't like it when my cursor doesn't work right. Linda Bishop is here. We'll start with Linda. Nancy's here. Okay.
Okay,
And
Linda Bishop. You've seen this done enough now. You have to get a feeling for how the cards are going to flow.
Mm-hmm.
Top row is you right now, and next row is your future self, where you're merging to.
Mm-hmm.
Travel, quick movement, lots of nights, changes coming in your world, girl.
Ooh.
Okay, and this is in the future. Right now, you're really not in too bad a space. You've got the money you need, you've got what you need to support, but it rings hollow in your heart. And you're in the near future, what you're going to do is, that's a 5 of Cups reversed. And the 5 of Cups is where you're crying over spilt milk instead of realizing that you have 2 cups that are open. You're beginning to understand these things have all worked for you, but there's still been left some hollow spots. You're understanding how to fill those hollow spots in for yourself. And then your out card is death. And I'm going to explain to you right now, death does not mean the skinny guy with the Grim Reaper thing. Death means complete and sudden change. So even though things are really sort of going around good around you, and it may be because you've learned how to forgive and to let go, you're moving on to new things. You're going to have chances to travel. They're going to come up quickly. Be careful of your money when you're out there doing this. But you are walking into learning and the garnering of the crop you should have reaped a long time ago. I don't understand what that's about, but you're going back to somewhere, and it's going to be really important for you. And this means business beyond business as usual on the land. This can mean foreign travel. Don't know that I'd travel. Oh, I don't think I could travel anywhere anyway. But I worked for an airline, and they used to stick me on the airplanes, and I would fly. I got so completely over going to new cities, you have no idea. So anyway, you've got 2 nights in your near future. You're going to be doing a lot of quick movement, girl.
Wow.
And your one proviso in that is take care of your money when you're doing that.
Very good. Linda, I got the faith. I got the faith card, and I think I know what this means and what Nancy Jean's means as well. So keep the faith, girl, because you'll be on the move sooner or later here. And listen to your higher self. Make sure you listen to your higher self. There you go again with the idea of intuition and knowing. And I know you know, because you have a very active higher self. The next one is raised from ash light. Rise, resilience, and rebirth. Even your ashes remember how to rise. It doesn't matter how long it's been. You will rise, my girl. And the last one is resilience, which is who and what you are. And that's the second time a resilience card came up. It's your source of strength in challenges. And I love this. That is fabulous. So she's been living on, drum roll, a dementia landlord. He's in the hospital again. And she wants, I've got an RV lot next to my house, and she just bought a new, not brand new, but new to her RV. And I told her she could come move here from College Station.
Oh, she wants to get the hell out of Texas. Yes, I can totally understand it. But she's, Linda, then you've been doing a lot of shadow work.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're doing it, or you're doing it all on your own, or whatever. But yeah, Linda shows up in my chat quite a bit. So
yeah,
thank you for being here.
She's fabulous. All right, Nancy V is the next one, and Terry, I know I saw you.
Was Nancy V, were you born between 1945 and 1952? That's when all of us were born.
That's true, most of us.
Yeah,
although we did have a 25-year-old, so things
at least in the Midwest where I grew up, from kindergarten on. I mean, in a kindergarten that only had 20 kids in it, there were 3 Nancys. I never in my entire career, through 12 years of school, didn't have another Nancy in my class, if not more than.
Wow.
And I was Nancy then. I only use my middle name, Jean, when I'm reading cards.
Oh, okay. So she loves her name, but she was born in 1990. That's okay, because
you got named after her grandma then.
Yeah, somebody like that. Yeah. And your mom was Nancy Sue, Terry? Okay. Wow.
Well, then you got a strong, you know what Nancy is a derivative of? It's a derivative of Anne, it's an Irish form of Anne, and that's all a derivative from the biblical name Hannah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
From one who's had that name. Oh, what fun. You got the Fool. That always means big changes that you actually have control of. Okay. Now, you've spent a lot of time recently grieving about something, or trying to figure out, or blaming things, instead of looking ahead and say, well, yeah, that happened, but I still have 2 cups left. And it has to do with work. Yeah, you worked for some creepy people. But, and the worst of what they did is they didn't let you use your own power to create your own new beginnings. And that kept you from moving on to the abundance you could have had. But the change is coming, girl. There it is. You're in charge. The Fool means you can walk anyway, do anything, walk right off that cliff, and the Fool magically will fly. You will. But the problem is, in your future, is these are the cards you need to turn. And what I love about tarot is, if cards are, I read reverses, you need to turn the Star, and you need to turn the King of Coins to seeing yourself making more abundance. And you need to live with the 9 of Cups, getting what you want. And I turn them all. I can turn the Hermit too. That means you have to go inside and trust yourself. That's where your positive future is coming from. If you do that, the opportunity to do what you're best at will show up. And even if it doesn't mean you make a ton of money, it means you've reached your goals. You've understood who you are. And energetically, that's a huge win for you. 9 of Cups is, you'll find everything you want is sitting right there. If you do that, a young person who looks up to you, I love this card. This is exactly what my grandson looked like when he was about 10 years old. Page of Cups, and he's a Page of Cups, let me tell you. He's going to start his own YouTube channel. He's 14.
Good for him. Yeah.
But it's going to be on uses of higher mathematics. So it's
Okay.
not something grandma's going to turn into, but I'll turn into support. But anyway, you have a younger person who, if you decide to let go and not think this is what's always happened to me, and turn that Five of Cups and regret around, and turn yourself that fool around, you can move into this wonderful open space. But it
Yeah.
means you have to be your own light. No one's going to come and show you the way, Nancy. Wish I
That's
could help you do that, but
Well, I got similar, of course, because it's like you're trying to find your purpose,
mm-hmm,
at least spiritually. And we all think that it's through book learning or that it's through constant. It really is like a butterfly. It comes and lands on your
mm-hmm,
shoulder, and you're doing it already because we try to make meaning out of things that happen in our lives, but they're all leading us exactly where we need to be in order to have that achieved in our own lives.
mm-hmm,
You have the eye of still stars, which is awareness, expansion, and clarity. When you look within, the universe looks back with calm.
mm-hmm,
So trust. Looking out is what we do because our eyes look out. But when we look in, our insight is what tells us exactly what we need to do. Trust that. And then I get this little guy, and I love this card. It's
oh,
run. And
he's cute.
isn't he adorable? It says escape and seek. So I would say that, you know, escape from the idea that you have to work hard at this particular belief system. It
Mm-hmm,
really lands for you. It happens anyway. It's that idea of the Tao and the flow of the world, and you don't have to make it happen. It will happen on its own divine timing. So
mm-hmm.
trust the process. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. I know it's a fun card.
That looks like a card Danny Shea would have created.
Um, You're right. You're absolutely right. All right, so we have Nancy next. I'm sorry, not Nancy. We have Terry next, and then we have
Ah,
Charlotte. So, okay. We will pull some more cards in a few minutes.
more names.
Yeah.
Okay. Terry. I'm going to meet Terry Friday for a
Oh,
6-month reading. So
excellent.
consider this the interlude, Terry. Okay, let's see. This is Terry right now. And this is your future. Yep, you're going to have a complete change. Complete change. Um, right now, you're very grounded in the world. All of the energy you accept comes through the world. That's the Ace of Coins, the Ace of Pentacles. And the world, you feel you haven't completed what you want to get done, and you're feeling very cut off. There's some man involved in this. I'm not going to go there. There's two men involved in this. One's your father, and one's the person you've chosen to have around you. And you're looking for love. But the first love you have to learn is self-love to move on. Because once you get to that self-love, what I like about the card, the Ten of Swords, is when you reach the Ten of Swords, it's done, baby. I mean, there ain't nowhere else. Where else could they stick a sword in you? It's over. And you've learned how to protect yourself. And then you're going to build your own safe house. You're going to get everything you want. You really don't have to make that many changes to get there. This is kind of amazing because usually, but you need to treat yourself with more justice.
There you go. There you go. Her house is growing in the neighborhood. Hood is built, but she's not looking for a man.
Okay, well, maybe those are old lessons we've learned.
Those are lessons learned. Yeah, there you go. All right. All right. Are you done, Nancy?
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
great.
it looks. You've got
Yeah,
great. You're going to
you
sever some
do.
ties and move
Uh-huh.
on to a totally new place. So it's going
That's
to be good.
awesome. So I have this beautiful card called Abundance. She's
Oh,
standing
great.
there in her nightie, but looking in the mirror and seeing herself in a beautiful green gown. So this is something that you will see. Believe it and you will see it. The next one is
Mhm.
innocence. And there's that card for you where we are doing that self-care, self-love, very important,
Mhm.
going back to that beginning of our lives. The next one is the guardian in the quiet. Presence, reassurance, and unseen support. Even in stillness, something stands beside you. That might be the men that Nancy Jean pulled up, maybe the guides of yours. I don't know. So there's that one. And the last one is um, somebody might be doing something that you're not feeling that comfortable with, maybe coming up in the future, and they're saying it's a taboo for you, then you can just reject it. And if that means you have to reject somebody that's treating you badly or has boundary issues and doesn't, reject it. Do not put up with it. That's all still part of the self-love that we have for ourselves as
Mhm.
well. Very nice. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. Here we have Charlotte. And her phone died. I hope it doesn't stay dead.
Okay.
I hope it's still working for you. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you for your comments um, and other. And Sharon Slipe is here. So hello,
I saw
Sharon.
that. Welcome
Yeah,
back. I haven't seen Sharon for a
I
while,
know. I know.
but I
She's
figured she
been
just doesn't get up at my wacky hours. Like on
nope,
Sunday morning.
nope. I think she's been going through some things. So
Okay.
yeah, and we're glad you're back. Yeah,
Mhm.
you're welcome, Terry.
Okay, that's your present. And this is your future. Oh, Ten of Cups, Hermit, self-inflection, faith,
Mhm.
good for you, Four of Cups, and Three of Swords. Okay. Um, you really enjoy being an emotional person in this world, and I don't know where it is. I get a feeling this has to do with work or chores or things you choose to do. There's the King of Coins is there. It doesn't pay as well as you'd like, but you have your eye on a very different future. You just can't find the spirit side of yourself so you can uplift yourself and take care of yourself. And right now you're very frustrated because you see there's a better way out there. You're just not into it yet, but you're about to go into it because Ten of Cups don't show up for nothing.
Mhm.
And it's through going inside yourself and learning about your own inner light.
Mhm.
And you cannot, faith is like the Hierophant. You cannot expect those outside of us to see the faith or the adherence we have inside ourselves. So don't fall for feeling you have to do that. You're
Mhm.
going to be offered some new things and they're going to bring a complete change because that's when the pain goes away. This is the
Mhm.
Three of Swords.
Mhm.
And as you notice, she's surrendering the swords. So what I see for you is right now, yeah, you just can't quite see your way out of it. You know, if you could tie to your higher self, as soon as you do adhere to your higher self, you start getting payments, goodies, emotional goodies, as well as financial goodies.
Wow. I love that. Very nice. And I got the guidance card, and there it
Mhm.
is. There's your higher self, always available and ready to tell you um, over any obstacle. And the obstacle sometimes is the way. I think Ryan Holiday wrote a book that talks a lot about that. But there is no obstacle. It's only what we believe, whether it's our perception or our
Mhm.
perspective over something. We can get through it. You got
Mhm.
the koi fish. Wow. Perseverance, good fortune, and ambition. Nothing better than that. They're beautiful, very beautiful, important for you.
They look so serene, but if you go to feed a koi, when they see something they want, they'll fight tooth and nail to get it.
Oh, will they? Yeah, they're
Oh
not
yeah,
gentle in
yeah.
taking
It's
it.
like,
Mhm.
and then they all go back to being completely serene.
So what you're saying is they tend to be schizophrenic in some cases.
No, they're just
Yeah.
they take care of themselves first.
Uh-huh. Yep. The last card I get for you is harmony. Harmony is the beautiful melody in relationships. So there you go, sweetheart. Yeah. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to pull two more, and then we'll do a collective read
Okay.
for everybody. So hang in there, everybody, and let us know that you're here. The collective read always is the most interesting to me. All right, Tanita, are you still here, dear? If not, obviously, if you are, please tell us you are. And who's the next one? Cat Goddess, 8586. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh, good, Tanita. Very good. Thank you for letting me know right away. All right. We'll start off.
Go to my table because it's easier for me to explain it that way.
Absolutely. you had positive thing. You got to think positive, Tanita.
Mm-hmm.
Cat Goddess, good. Thank you for letting us know you're here as well. All right.
Jane, I like being in this collaboration with Aley. We haven't collaborated for a long time, but you know, this has been the anniversary of when I almost died, and
Yeah,
it's
you're
taken
right.
me this long to kind of get things back up and running.
Yeah. Yep. But you're ready to go, Nancy Jean.
Mm-hmm.
You're healed from that. That was very difficult for you.
This is Tanita's now.
Okay.
And this is Tanita's future. Oh, good. Okay. We're going to have to talk about cards, about the positivity of tarot is that you can turn the cards that are negative. But right now where you are is you've always tried to be fair with people, and this card keeps showing up. It's a lot of what's going on beyond us. It's made it hard for us to say, but it's been costly to you financially, or you're feeling the financial constraints of right now. But you also, this card has shown up in this same spot in 3 of the readings. We are at a point where we have to let go of griping and groaning over things and look for what we've learned, what we've gained in these times. Yeah. And then you will find your high priestess.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to warn you, having been a psychic all my life, finding your high priestess isn't all it's cut up to be at times. So you're going to be going on a journey. You're not going to have to move or leave far from where you are, but you are going to have to learn about who to work with and who to work with cooperatively. This is the 3 of Cups. You need to turn this one around because it's leading you to a tower time. Now, tower times are not bad. Tower times are when we get rid of this. So you're even in your future self. If you let go of worrying about what others people say and do, you can get rid of going through another pain round 2, pain round 3, pain round 4, whatever it is.
Yeah, learn the
You're
lessons.
ready to move on. You have to accept you're ready to move on. Mm-hmm. Do it with as little change within yourself as you can, because by this time you'll be the high priestess.
Yeah.
She's looking for a job.
She is. She's been looking for a little while. So,
well, wow. It's there. And just the part of the problem is, Tanita, I can hear you when you're going into jobs, you're going, these bastards are just going to be like the last bastards. And if you do that, you will guarantee you will get the last bastards. It's like when I was learning about teaching people how to will things towards them, I used to always say, if you're looking for a new partner, don't say, I don't want a partner like the last guy, because for some reason the universe doesn't understand negatives.
Right.
What the universe hears, I want the last bad one I had. You need to go in, you need to really pull in your high priestess and see the new people with the new light. And that's literally what her words are when she goes into job interviews. And trust me, everybody has trust issues. When I work with people that are in the middle of changing jobs or shifting positions, I always tell them they really have to let go of the last bastard and hope for a better one.
Yeah. Oh my God. So your resilience has brought you through in the
Mm-hmm.
past. You have been able to learn the lesson, but you have to remember the lesson. And I got the exact thing Nancy Jean did. I get flow. Allow it to flow. Allow
Mm-hmm.
it to be a positive way for you to get it. So
Mm-hmm.
yes, change your words, change your thoughts, and say, this job is, you're already working at it, and it's
Mm-hmm.
perfect for you and what your needs are. Because act as though you already have it, and you will bring that to you. The next one is awareness. Stay in the present moment. Don't put something out there in the future like, I really need a job by next week. Well, we don't want to wait till next week if there's one available for you today. So make sure you
Mm-hmm.
do that. Big dreams are built by those who do the work, and you have done the work. Now it's time for them to see that accomplishment. And unfortunately, corporations are very difficult to work for. When you work for yourself, it's a lot easier because you already know the boss, but it isn't always possible. So thank you so much.
I
Yep.
was the worst corporate employee American Airlines ever had. I didn't pull an airline down, but man,
Uh-huh.
thought
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. Keith
Hey,
hated it.
Tanita, the other
Yeah.
thing Tanita can do is write down what you really want. Don't
Uh-huh.
say, I don't want to have that office that has no windows. Don't put any of that because that's what you're going to
No.
get. Write down, I lived in a rabbit warren office one time, and the next time I went looking for work, I said, I
Mhm.
want an office with a door. And it almost became a joke because I kept going from offices with doors to a whole
Uh-huh.
showroom that had 3 doors to an office off of the that where I was president of a chamber of commerce where I had 6 doors.
Oh,
I mean, I had doors, girl,
yeah.
but it was better than being in a rabbit warren.
Oh, that's true.
Cat
That's very,
goddess,
yeah.
here you go,
Yes.
girl.
And stick around because we're going to be doing a collective read for all of us at the very end
Okay.
with the cards. Yeah. All right.
Well, haven't you had having a good time? Ooh, girl.
Woo.
Okay.
Thank you, Rosario.
Well, you're used to working with negatives. These are all upside down. Where you've been has been a hard place for your heart. You've been made to feel very small. You can't find any balance there. We went blank there for a second. This is a card you need is to get some high priestess energy going, reach up for the stars, and look at this high priestess. She's floating.
Oh,
She's
beautiful. Yeah.
again. Hello.
Yep, I
Okay,
can
the
hear you
network's
now.
the network's having problems.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Um, and as a consequence of that, you've never had any control. You're not the 4 of coins reversed. You're never. Where are we going to? We're not going to exactly where we want, but we are moving quickly towards something completely new.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be great. This is a good reverse card. This is the 10 of Wands. You're going to unburden yourself from a whole lot of things that have tied you down.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to let go of a lot of heartbreak. We've seen a lot of that today. That means a lot of people are going to let go of a lot of heartbreak.
Yeah, we need to.
But this is the card you need to turn. You need to take this rising up as a chance to move inside yourself. Because until you fix the insides, you're not going to change anything in the outside.
That's awesome because I get perspective. You got to
Mm-hmm.
change your perspective. You got to look inside. You got to see what's happening. And that will bring you abundance. It
Mm-hmm.
will, because it's waiting for you. See, the path is open and the light is on. The next one is a star, which is very interesting. It's a revealing star. And Nancy Jean had that
Mm-hmm.
same card. Revelation, clarity, and direction. The truth often shines in the quietest corner. So check your little corners.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we don't look there because we think, oh, it won't be there. But it's sometimes in a place we just don't know. We haven't looked. And this is a double perspective. I got it the first card and I get it the last card. So perspective is a matter of where you stand.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're not standing in the past anymore. You're standing right in the now, and you can make things happen in the now. You just have to believe in that this is something that you can do. All right. All right, we're going to do a collective reading
Okay.
for everybody, and I want to thank all of the wonderful moderators we've had today, and the people that have been here and helping in the chat, and
Mm-hmm.
Chris being with me was really wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Glad to be here.
Yeah. Mm. Cat Goddess, you mean just being kicked out of something felt like freedom or like releasement? It feels fantastic. Um, I think it's both, don't you? If you get kicked out of
Yeah.
something, it isn't always what you want, but it's what you need.
Yeah. I had a
Yeah.
friend who was a therapist who said, if I could create the things people say that they finally let go of and that
Mhm.
was so hard, they'd look at it and they'd find a teddy bear that was all covered with scratches and claw marks because they
Yeah.
couldn't let it go. And yet the best thing they
Mhm.
ever did was to get rid of it.
Sure. I mean, I look at any divorces that way or any job
Mm-hmm.
loss that way. Yeah. Yeah, you got to.
Happiest day of my life was when I got fired. This guy came in and I was still young and I was working in a showroom and
Mhm.
I didn't understand what he was, but he was a coke addict. And
Oh.
he came in and he was in a rage and he just pitched me and all my stuff out of the office.
Oh.
Nothing I did. And because I hadn't been at work the day before. I wasn't
Oh.
at work the day before because my husband was in surgery.
Uh-huh.
And I
Oh
was
my.
like, and then I'm so lucky I got away from him because other
Yeah.
people that stayed working at the company that weren't there that got the rage,
Mhm.
he slapped one of hers so hard she had to call the cops. So
Oh my Lord. So he
I
was
mean,
he was an abuser in lots of ways.
this was in the
Oh,
70s, remember?
okay. Yes, I remember. Oh
You
God.
do. I say that to people with tremulation because many
Uh-huh.
don't.
Many don't. I do. I remember what happened to me in the 1980 as well with a boss. I tried to call to get some information, and the next department over answered the phone, and
Hmm.
my boss came at me and said, "Why did you call that person?" I said, "I didn't. I was calling marketing to ask them a
Hmm.
question." And actually, her boss's secretary answered the phone. And I said, I wasn't going behind your back to do it. She threw a book at me.
Hmm.
So I totally get
Oh,
it. Yeah.
some of the women bosses I had also were.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. And the question, are you going to have any more children? Do you think you'll be having more children? What are you going to do if they're sick? That was another thing that happened back then when you applied
Oh,
for a
I
job.
had friends who were in executive positions at the airline and they went off to have their babies only to find out they'd had a reorg and their job was eliminated.
Hmm. So sad. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Okay, the bad old days. We're into the good old days. What's going on right now? A lot of us aren't seeing what we really could see if we wanted to, and that we are being much more successful around us than we think we are. But in a
Mhm.
way, us not seeing it is pushing us harder to go inside and try to find the right answers.
Yep.
What I have between these 10 cards is all three of the knights are out. The
Mm.
Knight of Wands, which is building new feelings, but it means we have to decide who we want our alliances to be with. We're having to make real decisions. You just can't go along to get along, you know? But I see real changes coming in the physical world because that's the Ace of Coins.
Wow.
It may not make us completely emotionally happy,
Hmm.
and it won't fulfill all of our wishes, but we need to be patient because we're fighting up against the Knight of Coins, who's the planner, and the Knight of Cups, who's the emotional side. The only knight that's not on here is Swords, which is thoughts and sudden change. So
Yeah.
what I
Wow.
see for us is it's going to be a slog, but the one I would turn around is I think we can start making real changes by October. Wheel of
Oh,
Fortune.
wow. Wouldn't that be nice? I love that. I do. I love
And
that.
then The other thing is, if we do that, then we will change how
Hmm.
our fortunes run
Hmm.
and how
Yeah.
our emotions run. So
Yeah. Yeah.
don't
Um,
abandon yourselves.
Don't abandon yourselves. Make sure you love yourself and you love one another.
Right.
We don't have to be the ones that are negative. We can be positive even when there's negativity. But we
Mm-hmm.
also need time to play, everybody. Please play. Get some bubbles and go blow them outside. Go with your grandchildren or your children and go to the park and run and play frisbee. Whatever it is, this play for you. This is important. The next card is grace. Grace is the universe blessing, opening your heart to receive it. So
Mm-hmm.
give yourself grace. Give everyone grace that's been
Mm-hmm.
suffering. It's been a rough 10 years, really, if you go if
Mm-hmm.
you go back to it. The final card is flow.
Once again.
Once again, that's what it keeps telling us. We'd love things to be really fast, or we'd love to make things happen right away, which this would be nice. I'll take October. I'll take that. That sounds like a
Mm-hmm.
plan, Nancy Jean. So
Well,
yeah,
we've got to give ourselves time to build into it, and you have got to.
yeah,
For those of you who saw, you have to turn it around and view your own high priestess. That takes time. I
it
mean,
does.
that's not going to happen overnight.
Right. And remember, part of her's in shadow, so we don't always know what part of the high priestess that we're working with. But yeah, it does take time. It does.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And have a beautiful day. This is a part of my series that I'm doing with other readers. So if you're interested
Mm-hmm.
and you like it, come on by. And thank you, Nancy Jean. I
Bye
had a
bye,
lovely day.
Allie.
Bye,
You have a good
everybody.
day.
Thank you.